Yes, boss. 444 the world back in here again, man. See the topic and what it is we're talking about, right? Never let your job have too much power over you or they'll abuse it. Whether your job, a boss, whatever the case may be, right? Here's the thing you need to understand. In life, especially when you're an employee and you work for somebody, they have a business, whatever the case may be. They want to make sure that their business is running correctly. They keep their employees. Here's the thing. Before I even dive into this subject, I'm going to teach you something, right? If you've never heard of this before, it costs more for a company, job, boss to hire somebody than it does to fire them. The reason being behind that is when you hire somebody, you have to go through the whole process again of starting over, onboarding, insurance, canceling the insurance, bringing aboard this new person, training them. You're taking up time. You get what I'm saying? As well as when that person that was there left or is deciding to leave, let's say they left already, you have to pay out overtime now to fill that person's void. You get what I'm saying? Which is more time you have to spend versus you having to go hire a new person versus if you would have kept that person there. You get what I'm saying? So here's the thing, right? Why I had to start off like this. There's a lot of jobs out here that will abuse their power. Bosses have done this. I've dealt with this multiple times. And they like to drive fear in people and hold power over them. You get what I'm saying? And they'll abuse that. So they feel like, yo, you need us, so you're on your last leg. We can fire you if we want to. Let me tell you something, right? Never let a job have that much power over you, bro. And there's little things that you can do to help go around that. Do you get what I'm saying? I'm going to explain it to you, right? Let's say you're working for a company and your boss wants to get in close with you and, hey man, do you have another job? Or, you get what I'm saying? You shouldn't really be telling them stuff like that, because here's the thing. You like to catch them. You want to, I'm gonna be real with you. Me, I like to catch jobs by surprise when they try and play with me. You know what I'm saying? Like example, my last job. When they were trying to move crazy with me, I was just quiet. I'm gonna catch you off guard. You don't know I have a second job. And this is another thing. If they know you have a second job, right hand to the, both hands to the sky. They're gonna do anything to play with you so you lose your job. So they feel like, yeah, I'm back in power again. You lost your other job. I've seen them do this with a couple employees before. So you have to move swift. What I did was I got a second job, made sure it didn't interfere with my current schedule, balanced the two, and whenever they felt like, yo, I want to try Dixon or whatever, I'd probably either call out or, you know what, let me get a vacation. I got vacation time. We can do that. That's one of your other powers. Not calling out all the time or not putting in time, or you get what I'm saying? You show up to work. So there's no real reason to want to see, oh, this guy, he needs us that bad, or, you know, he keeps calling out. He's going to eventually need us. No, I just do what it is that I'm supposed to do. And for me doing that, I caught them by surprise. Because they kept violating. They're thinking, yo, we pay you guys good. We could disrespect you. I don't care how much you pay me. You're not finna violate me like that. You get what I'm saying? My livelihood, all of that, I'm gonna give you this 2 weeks. That caught everybody by surprise. And from that point of me doing that, it's been since 2 months since I left that job almost. They're still hurting. They still haven't found somebody to replace me. And it's gonna be like that for some time. Because nobody wants to do what I was doing, which is working graveyard. And I'm teaching you this right now based off of my story. Flip it how you want to. Once you learn the loopholes, the avenues, the angles of your job, you get what I'm saying? You do your job to the best of your ability. Show up and you perform. You left it all on the table. There's nothing much that you can say or do to overexert yourself. Nothing else your job can do, because you put in the work and you put in the time. It's up to them if they want to recognize, yeah, this guy's a good employee. We know he works, but there are jobs and bosses that they're empowered. They're like, let me see if I can play with this person and put fear in them. I'm going to tell you like this. In life, never let your job feel like they have enough more power over you or anything like that, because that's when they want to feel like they can try and dangle with your livelihood, play with your time, all that type of stuff. I'm gonna give you another example, right? My part-time job that I work, my boss always likes to do this thing, and he thinks I'm stupid. Hey man, how's your full-time job going? It's going good. Oh yeah. Okay, I just like to check up on you, make sure everything good. Wrong. What you're looking for is you're trying to see, yo, are you doing bad at your full-time? Because if you do bad there, that means this is your main priority. I could play with you how I want to. That's all he was asking me that for. He thinks I'm stupid, like I don't know that, but I peep game, dog. I know how to read the room, bro. The only reason why you care about my other job is because you know if I'm not there, this job where I'm at is my main city job. So that means you feel like you could dangle me around. Hey, you slacking, I'm gonna write you up. He's under a lot of pressure, and you have to understand this as well. If you're an employee, listen to me. Because you're not in a managerial role. If you're a regular employee, regular worker, whatever, management faces more pressure than what an employee would. You get what I'm saying? So management goes through pressure to make sure the team that he's managing does what they're supposed to do. The people that he put to do certain things, they carry out their orders. He has his own orders to fill. He has a lot of people that he has to watch, and you get what I'm saying? Be mindful of. He doesn't know this though. I know his role, everything, how much he gets paid, but he's banking on the fact of, man, maybe if D'Angelo was here with me full time, I could have control over him. You get what I'm saying? But it goes deeper than that. What he doesn't know is I make damn near somewhat about the same amount of money he does. And he's been doing this for over like 10, 15 years. I do this like with my career in like 2 years I got to where I'm at. But what I'm saying is he's looking at it like, damn, bro, like he really doesn't need this job. So he likes to try and keep close to me like, hey man, how's things going? They doing good over there? Yeah man, you doing a good job over here. Listen bro, I'm not stupid. I peep game, bro. You're trying to figure out the angle, what's the drop on me? How is it you can have power and leverage over me? And I'm going to teach you this, right? There's different ways that your job can have power over you. And I'm going to break it down for you. So listen to what I'm telling you, right? When you're working for a job, let's say I'm going to give me, for example, because I live in Florida, right? Cost of living in Florida is disrespectful. You get what I'm saying? So jobs know, hey, there are people who need their jobs. So chances are they're probably going to want to stick around. Their bills are high, right? Your bosses, your managers, whoever, they can watch you from behind closed doors and not tell you what they see. I'm going to give you an example. Let's say you got a new 2024. It don't matter what it is, Mercedes, Honda, whatever, right? You have a new car. Chances are you have a what? A payment. If you have a payment, you need a what? A check to pay that off. Either you're getting that mainly from your job or you must have something on the side, but your job assumes, yes, we're your main source of income. That's another form of leverage that they have over you that they can play with you. You know what I'm saying? You got a car payment. I don't know if you pay it off in like another year and a half, 2 years, but you have a car payment, which means guess what? Chances are you need us. You feel me? That's one form of leverage. 2, you got a mortgage, not a rent, a mortgage. Like you have a house. Yeah? I know you don't want to lose that house. That's another form of leverage that they have over you. That's 2 things. Car payment. Somebody with a mortgage. Here's another one. People with children. Families. That's another form of leverage that they can have over you. Because, yo, your livelihood as a man, listen what I'm telling you. When you're a man, you have to make sure you have money coming in, money to provide for yourself, your family, kids, all of that. How would your job like to know, yo, if this is your main source of income, we can stop your money and we can really make you conform to us. These are different tricks that people, that people like in high positions of power, whether you're a boss, manager, supervisor, a job, they'll play these games because they know that you're reliant on them. Remember what I talk about. Practice self-sufficiency, trying to be a hustler. Pick up a trade, something that you know how to do. I know this for a fact. All of my bills are not that expensive. But at the same time, I know push come to shove, God forbid, I can hustle and pay all of my bills, bro. Rent and all. I don't have a car payment. I have car insurance. I have a rent. You get what I'm saying? Like, I have my electricity, little stuff like that. But I know how to finagle my way out of that. You get what I'm saying? So I don't necessarily need a full-time, or a part-time could pay all of my bills. So what I'm trying to tell you is this. I figured out my system to make it work for me, to where nobody has leverage over me like that. A job, whoever. That should be the same for you. When you're at a job, listen closely. They know that you have a life outside of that. There are some people who come to work who don't have a life. Their life is trying to ruin other people's lives, if you get where I'm going with this. They come into work, they're miserable. They tell you to do this extra work, command people, disrespect people, make life harder for the next person, knowing damn well it's completely unfair, but they're only doing that because why? They're in position of power. And remember, I've stated this before. There are a lot of people who do not know how to handle power. So they do what? They abuse it. You get what I'm saying? Same thing with a job, management, whatever. There are some people, they got lucky in their positions. There are some people who work hard for their positions. But all in all, I'm just here to tell you that there are some people who really do abuse power. And let me tell you something, nothing good really comes of it. So that's what I'm trying to tell you. Never let a job have too much power over you, a boss or whoever the case may be, or never try to give up your sources or information. Example, when you're just starting a new job, never tell your job all of your information like that. Like, oh, I have 3 kids, I live with such and such. No, don't play that, because I'm going to tell you why. When you play these games, you give up your leverage. I'm going to give you another example, right? Back into me, when I was at my other job, I used to finesse my job all the time. Not in a bad way, but I'm letting you know what time it is. I don't have kids. I don't have kids. Yes, that means that's a good thing. Yo, D'Angelo, he don't have no major responsibilities. We can call him. He can come into work. Okay, that's cool. You could try that sometimes, but it's not going to work every time. You feel me? There's been incidents where they're like, oh, you know, D'Angelo, oh, yeah, we need somebody to come in and fill in this. I can't do it. I know you're going to want to try and call me one of the first people, because you shouldn't have anything else on the side doing, or any work or anything, any main responsibilities. You could come into work. That doesn't say that you can plan my life for me, dog. I'm not coming into work. Like in a forcing way, like, yo, you're coming in? All right, we're going to put you down. No, I never agreed to anything. No, I never agreed to anything. Don't put my name down. These are little things you have to understand. Sometimes when you like give up too much information, that's when your job can feel like they can use it against you and pin it against you, or, oh, if you don't do this, or I'll fire you, or whatever the case. Matter of fact, I'm going to give you another example of how a job, a boss could have power over you and try and abuse it. Let's say there's a promotion coming up and your bosses know that you want that promotion. You worked hard for that promotion. You know you did. But they're trying to spin it in a way like, yo, you need to work a little bit harder. Like, what are you going to do to show that you want this position? Are you an ass kisser or whatever? Don't do those type of things. I'm going to tell you why. Nobody likes a brown nose. Nobody likes an ass sniffer. None of that stuff. But what I'm trying to tell you is, when you play those games, I've seen this all day long. Management blesses you with a position instead of you rightfully working hard for it. Now you become their little tool, their little bitch. You get what I'm saying? They could use you however the hell it is that they want to, because why? I put you in this position of power. I'm the one who got you this position, or bypassed or overlooked everybody for you. So now, because you're in this position, you're going to do what it is that I need you to do. I've seen this before. When I was working at Plantation, there was a dude I used to work with named CJ, right? Charles. And I had a homie named Will, right? Will and CJ were going for the same position of crew leader, right? Everybody know hands down, Will deserves it. CJ is what you would call an ass sniffer. You feel me? whatever it is I gotta do, man. I just wanna, I need to move up, bam. You know what management did? Because he literally broke out the golden knee pads, management gave the position to CJ. I'm like, bro, so y'all skipped out on Will? Y'all ain't give it to Will, but y'all gave it to him? Of course they're gonna give it to CJ. You're a little dude boy for us. You're a little tool. So you're gonna be able to spy and do whatever it is that we tell it, whatever we tell you to. And this is the funny part about it, how it backfired on that same CJ dude. Because he wanted to move up out of that position and move into something bigger, management told him, no, we want you right here. We know you didn't work hard for that position. We know you an ass sniffer. We don't respect you. You just our bitch. You're our dude boy. So you do whatever it is that we tell you to. You're not moving from this position. Get comfy with it. That's how it is. Have you seen horrible bosses before? When the dude went out for the promotion and his boss laughed at him. His boss played him. His boss gave him liquor, made him drink it, then told him, if you ever try to leave me, I'm going to put it in your files that you're an insubordinate drunk and nobody will ever hire you. He said, saddle up for the long haul, because you're my what? You're my bitch. That's how a lot of jobs are. So you need to understand this. Just because your boss smiles with you, just because your co-workers may laugh and shoot the shits with you, doesn't mean that they're your friends, bro. There are different people who will throw you under the bus if they see that they can get ahead of you. Give you another example into this, right? Because a lot of people there at the job have bought into the culture of fear, throwing people under the bus. I had a lot of people who would throw my name under the bus for no reason, bro. No reason at all. And look at how God works. I'm not even there at that job no more. Everybody who threw my name under the bus just to make themselves look good, they're all being looked at as like, you wanted to throw Dixon under the bus? Now you could do what it is that Dixon was supposed to do. Like, you get what I'm saying? It's like the ball, like the roles get reversed. You doing grimy stuff or you trying to please management, you know the type of game they're on, instead of standing up for what's right, you're going to feed into their game and it's going to eventually backfire on you. So that's why I tell people there's little rules with jobs, bro. Never feel like certain people at your job are your friends, bro. They're co-workers, employees of the same company you work for. There are some people who are in survival mode at companies. They see you as a threat. You may not try to make it. You may not be trying to make that job a career, but they're like, bro, I got to get this person out of here. I got to throw him under the bus. They'll do it to you and try and mess up your bread. You have to understand that these are games that people play. But all in all, just understand this. When it comes to a job, never let a job or a company make feel like they're more than you or they have power or leverage over you. They're going to abuse it. Another thing, jobs that know that, oh, times are hard, they will use whatever it is they have going on to screw with your livelihood, dangle your sanity and your livelihood in front of you and laugh at you once they throw it away. These are games that I've seen jobs play. You want to be an ass sniffer, an ass kisser, you're going to get burnt for it. Everybody who I've known who's been an ass sniffer at a job, it's never ended well for them. Either their face got burnt for it, everybody knows of them to be a brown nose or an ass sniffer, so yo, when it's time for you to leave up out of there and go elsewhere, oh yeah, that's that guy. He's the ass sniffer. Not everybody on high alert for you. Nobody don't rock with you because they know what you're doing, what you're willing to do just to get ahead. Kiss up to management and throw other people under the bus. These are games you have to understand, bro. When you're out here in the world, working or whatever the case may be, never let your job have more leverage over you. You know what I'm saying? If you know you need to get a car and a car payment is the only thing you can do, I understand. But if you can help it and finish off your car payment, oh, I'm not going to get that new car. Save your money, you're starting to take back your power. Because the more you have like bills is the more working is I have to work. You want to be in a state where I don't have to work. And if you violate me, I can leave right now. You get what I'm saying? That's a part of being in power. When a job wants to play with you, I could just pick up and leave right now. That's when you know when a job literally has to bow down to you. In a way, for real. Because, yo, we're threatening this dude. He ain't do nothing to us. Or we're threatening her. She didn't do anything, trying to put fear. And they said they'll quit. I think we better stop. Because those are words that nobody's trying to hear. Remember I stated, it costs a job more to hire you than it is to fire you. more to hire your replacement than it is to fire you. Just like it takes them a lot of time just to train up the person to replace you versus keeping and retaining you. You know what I'm saying? There's little loopholes in games with this life stuff and work and things like that. But all in all, never let a company, a job, whoever, feel like they have more power than you, where they can stretch their hand over you and do with you as they please, or, yo, we're going to write you up or you're fired, or put you in fear for your job, bro. Once you can put a job on notice and let them know, listen, bro, I don't need you guys. If I quit this job, I have money saved up for the rest of the year and next year and the year after that. I have investments and it's proven, you're Gucci to go. Just like example, a guy I was working with in my last job named Mr. Maurice. Mr. Maurice owns his house, has a car. Well, actually has 2 cars, right? He has a pension. He has 2 pensions, a 401k. He has investments in the stock markets. He lives off of dividends. He had another job. So when our job told him, yo, we'll fire you or we'll let you go, he just laughed at him. I don't need you. I'm not one of these people who have like a Hellcat or a Scat Pack payment. You could fire me right now and then it's not gonna hurt me. That's the type of time you need to be on. That's how you know nobody have no power over you. You get what I'm saying? That being said, remember this: words can help you, they can hurt you. But here on my channel, I just want to uplift you because everybody's a champion, nobody's a loser, man. It's your boy 440 for the world. Peace.